Hi there. It is the most beautiful day and I'm on a new bit of pasture. The weather forecast this morning said it was freezing, but the sun's come out. It's about 11 o'clock and it's absolutely beautiful, but boiling as well. Early February. And I've been struggling a bit. I've got to say, I've not found an awful lot. This was folded when I found it. It looked like one of those folded hammered coins that you're not supposed to unfold, but it's lead. Can't see what's on it though, but it's very flat. Very nice halfpenny. Wasn't sure what it was, but it's got something stamped on it. N-I, I think it says. At first I thought it might have been W something, which would have given me a clue to who it was, and actually it is William. It's a nice William halfpenny. And a folded up piece of lead. I've never found a curse, I don't think, not knowingly anyway. I'm dying to. I don't know if that's one or not. As I said, I have been struggling rather, but it's lovely to be on a new bit of land and I'm rushing around it just to find a sort of hot spot. But I've also found just here my default settings aren't pasture, they're that. Gosh, don't know what it is. That was faint. And about 12 inches deep. Oh, I bet it's a rifle round. There's loads of army up here. It's a cartridge. At that depth, my God. Right, into that field. I can't get there fast enough. Quick, quick, quick. Well, that was a complete waste of time. I can't believe it. That enormous, huge field. Okay, it was really hard going because it's very furrowed. So I just whizzed round it as fast as I could, just going backwards and forwards, willy-nilly. Nothing, not a peep, apart from one thing. And it proves my theory from my last video on Metal Detecting Finds UK, the sister channel, that you find silver in every field. All I found there was cartridges. That was it. Nothing else apart from this. It's a George VI sixpence. And just here, I found a George V sixpence. So, the question remains, is there silver in every field? I really like to think so. Anyway, I've got something down here. It's exactly the sort of thing you need to look for in this pasture. Quite deep, but not iron. I can't believe I'm back on this. When there was a nice big sandy field on offer. Just had nothing in it. Don't know what that is. It's not old though. But the sixpences are quite. Well, I've dug it out. Isn't this always the way? I was actually starting to get rather despondent in this field. And then suddenly, and really quite shallow, this Now, I don't know how old it is. It was, I thought maybe just army again, same as all the other bits and pieces I've been finding up to now, really. But I don't think it is. I think it's much earlier than that with the design on it. But it really wasn't very deep. But that's just really, you just need something like that occasionally to sort of, you know, pick your spirits up rather. Is it a 10 or a QI? In fact, the more I look at it, the more modern it feels. Is it a 16 or a 91 or a QI? I just don't really know. But anyway, it's a bit different, and I needed a bit different, and if it is medieval, then that's brilliant. It sort of keeps you going a bit. Well, would you believe it? Having found that little funny lead folded over token, which I thought might have been done on purpose, that very flat thing we found earlier, you're not going to believe it, but I've just found, and I was talking about how they do that with pennies. Well, I can't believe it. I've found a folded penny. Now, I mean, that's just, there are several schools of thought on folded silver hammered coins. Most people think they've been done on purpose. So let's go back to headquarters and have a look at this a bit more closely. Hi there. Well, that was really, really odd. Having just been talking about bent or folded pennies, because I'd found that funny lead disc which had been absolutely perfectly folded. To then find one about 2 hours later was really, really weird. Gosh, I mean, I'm a superstitious person anyway, but God only knows what was happening that day. But anyway, I have found these before, and before I knew what they were, I quite happily unfolded them to clean them, see what, you know, who they were, etc. But then I found out what they were, or rather someone told me what they were, and that the fact that they had been bent on and folded on purpose, which completely changes your view on them. Now, I didn't think there was much evidence for medieval coins being bent on purpose, but it didn't take much looking online to discover that there is hard evidence for it. There's medieval hard evidence for it, and it was done for pretty inclusively ritualistic and spiritual purposes. People believe that by folding a coin and praying to a saint, or leaving the coin at a shrine, or at a pilgrim centre, well, gave your prayers a chance of happening or coming true, mainly for healing purposes. Not just for humans, but people use them if their horses were ill, or in one case, the documented case of someone's falcon recovering from someone bending a penny over a saint. So it was effectively a superstition, a religious superstition, of asking for a saint's help in whatever it was you wanted help for. There are a couple of articles online which I'll link in the description below, because they do show the fact that these were used for that reason. And I won't bore you with it now, but read the links, because it's interesting, and it shows a papal investigation in 1307 which alluded to bent pennies being used for exactly that reason, and a chap called Thomas Cantilupe, who was the Bishop of Hereford or something like that, who all sorts of miracles happened after his death and he was sanctified, and bent pennies were used in those situations as well. So I mean, it's a really fascinating thing, and after you read the stuff like that, you hopefully won't be tempted to unbend these things, because that's a real piece of history just there in your fingertips, that. And to unbend it would be a real shame. In fact, I hate to say it, I've even broken a penny by trying to unbend it. But I won't be doing that again. That will be staying just like it is. Absolutely beautiful.
and I'm thrilled to have found it. And it was really awesome to have found it, having just been thinking about it. But I might just start bending pennies myself these days, praying to saints that if I think hard enough about gold aurii and soliduses and things like that, and nobles, maybe I'll find those instead. But for the time being, I'm really happy with that. So, on that note, back to the fields.
Gosh, I'm absolutely thrilled. Wow. Well, I can't record it because it's too far away, but there's a barn owl hunting in those hedges over there. There he is. He's not going to come over here, sadly. Wow. Let's just see. It's just in those trees now, flying along the fence line. So, oh, there he goes. He's gone down and attacked something. Having a lovely time of it. What a shame, but so lovely to see. That's really nice all day long. Nice and deep. The tractor's just put that owl up. Let's just see if we can get him. Nice and deep. I can't concentrate thinking about the owl. I might go and chase him in a minute. I think he's in that tree, so I might just go and run up and see if he... I'm a bit off there. The sun's getting lower. Gosh, I don't know what that is. Keeping an eye out for that owl. It's a bit of lead. It's a bit of lead with... That's not old, I don't think. No. Not very nice. Well, just not very important, I don't think. There he is. Wow. Come over here. Well, I don't know what that is, but it's nice, big, green and bronzy and blobby. And as I always say, nothing but good can come from when you find bits of bronze waste like that. It's a really, really good sign. Quite low. Let's have a look. Where did I pick up that cobweb from? I had that on me all day. I think it's just in the wall still here. Well, it sounds like it's out. Is it on my spade? No. Sometimes the Deus does lose the signal if you dislodge it. It's just down there, I can see it. It's green. Strap end, hooray! Well, how lovely. It's definitely got life to it, this area, this little area here. yeah, just rather crude design, I think. Nothing particularly grand on it. There is a design, I think, or is it just scratch marks? Either way, that's what it is. Hooray! Wind's picking up a bit and the light's going. Well, not quite yet, but it's on. That's pretty faint, which is a really nice sign usually, but that hammered coin I found and the funny numbery thing were both very shallow. So I mean, that would get me excited. We're right. Sounding a bit jumpy. I think that's it. It's a bit of all wire. No, thank God. That's just a bit of. It is a. It's a coin. Well, that's really exciting as well. That's really nice. It's a Charles II farthing, I think, but my God, it's in good condition. I mean, I go through sort of phases of finding a few of these, but I haven't found one in a while. That's absolutely beautiful. And 7-8 inches down. I'm really pleased with that. That sort of made my day so far. Brilliant. I felt that was a nice signal. It just sounded right, didn't it? Well, I'm going to dig this really obvious one, then call it a day. Been really good fun. I really enjoyed it. I do feel we wasted time, and this isn't exactly stuffed with goodies, but definitely worth coming back to. Well, it's just on the top there. It's going to be a ring pull or a coin. Whatever it is, it's in here. It was just too shallow to be anything really. Well, I've seen one of those before. God knows what it is. I don't think it's very old. It must have just done. I mean, we've all seen these before, haven't we? What is it? Someone will tell me. So thank you very much for joining me, and see you next time.